Hello everyone, my name is Zaiah Morgan. I am your official commentator here for ZCW, and welcome to the last Road to show before our big show down in Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. I am so pumped up for this night. We've only got one more show to go before Hammerstein Ballroom. We're going to kick things off with some women's action as Toni Storm gets ready to go one-on-one with Tessa Blanchard. And here comes the woman who has been in the minds of a lot of fans here in ZCW as of late. Tessa Blanchard. Most notably when she came back to ZCW, only to seemingly to mess with Vanessa, the woman who apparently put her in the hospital after a finishing maneuver Vanessa hit on Tessa Blanchard during a match of theirs, and since then seems to have been on an odd streak. I mean, defeated both Vanessa and Candice at the end of Fuel. It looked like she had her sights set on the ZCW Women's Champion, Akira Yukimura, even though we still don't know where she is right now. And not only that, on their first Road to show, she took out the likes, well, with the help of Jessicka Havok, she took out both Alexis and Elizabeth Prisa, two of the top stars here in the women's division. So it's fair to say that Tessa Blanchard is on a bit of a run, I would say. But can she keep that run going against Toni Storm here in this opening contest? We're gonna find out, that's for sure. Side headlock takedown here from Storm. Blanchard now, side headlock of her own, gonna stand her up into a key lock here. And he quickly escapes with a hammerlock. Sends Tessa Blanchard back. He continues to work on the arm, just takes it down, has it. Oh, and just wrenches back on it. Toni Storm has had an opportunity to become women's champion at one point. However, here faced Elizabeth Prisa at the Champions edition of ZCW on YouTube. Had a hell of a match with Prisa, if I do say so myself. So you know she's looking to get another shot at the title. Only a little thing concerning about the title at the moment is that we don't know where the title is, because we don't know where the title holder is. Literally, our women's champion, Akira Yukimura, seems to have dropped off the face of the planet because it seems nobody can get in contact or get a hold of her. So if I were ZCW management, I'd be looking into that. Cover here off of that dragon screw leg whip. Tessa's still trying to fight back into this contest. Toni Storm not making it easy, but there's a forearm from Tessa. And now you can see trying to get a breather here. Hiding behind Jessicka Havok, making sure Toni Storm stays her distance. She's a smart woman. She's not going to make a mistake like that. Now you can see Tessa trying to take advantage and gets caught with the flying forearm coming off the ropes there. Toni Storm had it scouted. Now has Tessa Blanchard hooked up, floats over after the neck breaker. Tessa still stays in this one. And so far, this match seems to be majority Toni Storm. Now has this neck lock applied here, wrenching on the neck. Tessa fighting out of it. Oh my good lord, what a forearm! Just clogging Toni Storm right in the mouth, but there it is again! Jesus Christ! But look at this Storm not backing down. Caught the leg, and there's a drop kick from Tessa Blanchard. I'll tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen, this doesn't look very good for Toni at the moment right now. Whoa. Now look at this, has her kick to the midsection, and dear lord, a hammerlock DDT, dropping Storm right on her head. This could be it too, and no. Not quite yet. Other matches here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny Omega will take on the Oppression in our main event. Oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Caught her into the Ramirez special. Toni Storm being stretched out here. She gets out of it. Also, Muertes will be in action here tonight. A whole lot more here to come on our final Road to episode here of ZCW on YouTube. So far, Tessa still in control. What a forearm. Running into the corner. Now running off the ropes here. But look at this Storm very quickly. Saw her coming. Caught her with the quick power slam too. And it's not enough. Storm had enough wherewithal to catch her with that scoop power slam. And completely catching Tessa Blanchard off guard. And now here comes Toni Storm. You have to think, you have to wonder, what do both Prisa and Alexis, they have to be watching this matchup very closely, considering they will be taking on Havok and Tessa Blanchard back at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Oh my goodness, running hip attack from Toni Storm. Hooks the leg here, no. Signature move there from Toni Storm. The running hip attack hit to perfection. And with much authority. Has her hooked up. Oh my goodness gracious. A cradle DDT there from Toni Storm. 1, 2. And again, Tessa somehow getting her shoulder up. Looks like Storm's looking to finish this one off. No. Forearm smash there from Tessa Blanchard. Kick to the midsection. Has her hooked up. Double underhook suplex. Looks over into the pin. Toni kicks out once again. And crossbody here from Tessa Blanchard. And now Tessa looks like she's ready to finish this one off. Setting up Storm. Wait a minute. Alexis Faune. Alexis Faune is here, and look at she's on the top of the ramp. But you can see Havok standing her ground, just waiting for Alexis to come down here. Waiting for Alexis, and so is Tessa. Wait a minute, Storm, back to her feet. Has her, strong zero from Toni Storm. Tessa Blanchard took her eye off the prize there. 1, 2, and Toni Storm picks up a victory. Tessa Blanchard let herself get distracted, and Toni Storm just picked up the victory here tonight. Well, it seems that turnabout is fair play. Alexis Faune playing some mind games with Havok, and wait a minute, a super kick! And it doesn't look like she's done there. And now picking up Havok for the Platinum Lariat. Payback from what happened on our first Wwe 2 episode. And now Prisa coming from out of the crowd. And now a dazed and confused Tessa Blanchard is going to eat these kicks. Jesus Christ, what a kick there from Elizabeth Prisa. And it doesn't look like she's done. Not by a long shot. Kick to the midsection. Has her hooked up. Diced bread. And Tess, if I were you, I wouldn't get up right now. Because you're only going to meet a speed kick force 2, courtesy of the speed demon herself, Elizabeth Prisa. Prisa and Faune delivering one hell of a message here tonight, but you've got to wonder, how well will these two be able to work together come Hammerstein Ballroom? Can they make for better allies than they do enemies? Here comes the Blood Wolf himself, Darren Payne, making his way down to the ring, getting ready for some singles action. The Blood Wolf himself will be taking on Roman Reigns at the Hammerstein Ballroom for a special prize that we're not entirely sure of what Mac Waters meant by that when he made the announcement for the match. I guess we're going to have to tune in and see at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Nonetheless, Darren Payne obviously getting a very huge opportunity tonight. And how fitting this is all coming after his huge breakup with Baron Corbin back at Advanced Warfare and the huge win he got over Corbin. That fueled, Jesus Christ, what a lariat there from Darren Payne. Nearly taking this poor man's head off. Darren Payne now showing no mercy to his opponent. Payne now. You know, it's very, very, very important to note that Payne has gone unpinned and unsubmitted in his time here in ZCW. Hasn't been able to be beaten yet. But I think if there's one person who could possibly change that, I mean, it definitely could be Roman Reigns come Hammerstein Ballroom. Payne looking like an absolute terror at the moment with that scary strength with that belly-to-belly suplex. And if I were this kid, I'd just stay down. I'd just stay down, Jesus Christ! Almost taking his head off of his damn shoulders there. And now look at this sleeper suplex. He's gonna follow that up with the only way he knows how. With the last prey. Falls, Jesus Christ, good night. That's it. Count to 100. A very, very easy victory for Darren Payne here tonight, but I can tell you this, it's not going to be that easy when he goes up against the big dog himself. It's not going to be that easy when he goes up against Roman Reigns. I expect one hell of a hard-hitting performance from both of those men. Darren Payne and Roman Reigns, I can guarantee you that there will be no mercy. It will be a pure, unforgiving fight between these two. Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of Roman, there you can see Roman now just eyeing up his opponent at Hammerstein Ballroom. A week ago, these two didn't even know they were going to be even meeting in the same ring. But at Hammerstein Ballroom, they will be opponents, they will be enemies, and they will be fighting for a prize of some significance. And both men standing their ground. What in the hell is going to happen at the Hammerstein Ballroom when these two behemoths clash in the middle of that ring? Can Darren Payne etch his name in ZCW history by defeating Roman Reigns? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to take you to an episode of DCA Takedown. This is on the recent episode where Malik Brown, the current ZCW PRIDE Champion, Malik Brown, and this is what happened. He got attacked by his own brother, Dante Styles, from out of nowhere, and was viciously assaulted after multiple steel chair shots, believe 2 stacks on decks, and look at this, a powerbomb off of the stage from Dante himself. And because of this, I have to inform you that Malik Brown has suffered significant injuries from that fall, and we don't know the entirety of the injuries, but it doesn't look good for Malik, and it doesn't look good for his chances at the Are we? Are we good? I think I've been told we're good. Okay. I guess after that we're just gonna have to move on. We're gonna have to get into the Malik situation as the show goes on, but oh boy. Right now we have the returning Muertes, the man of 1,000 deaths, making his big return to a ZCW ring. Made his return back at ZCW Fuel when he teamed up with Seth Rollins to take on the Young Bucks. And after that, after the match, Muertes attacking Seth Rollins, and now looks like Seth Rollins is about to return the favor here to Muertes. Seth Rollins was attacked after the match by his own tag team partner, the man he chose to take on the Young Bucks, Muertes, and now it looks like the bad blood between these two has just completely spilt over here in Long Island, New York. These two are looking to get their hands on one another. I mean, in a way, we kind of had to see this coming. Seth Rollins knew he wasn't going to take that attack lying down. But Muertes, I don't think Muertes gives a damn in the slightest. And you know the history between these two. These two pretty much main evented. Oh my goodness, what a super kick from Seth Rollins. These two basically main evented the biggest show in ZCW history. This Day We Fight. Over a year ago. And it doesn't look like this rivalry has cooled down at all. As you can see, these two continuously beating the unholy hell out of each other. Well, now what? What in the hell is Muertes thinking? Just dragging Rollins' body and now kick to the... Oh, no. He's going to powerbomb him on that stage. He's going to powerbomb him on that stage. No! Seth Rollins not letting it happen. Seth Rollins not letting it happen. Now look at this. Look at this. Both of these men beating the hell out of each other. Look at them go. Look at them go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it is now time for our main event of the evening after what has been quite a road to the Hammerstein Ballroom, that's for sure. And we're gonna end it off with the Oppression taking on Kenny Omega in this special one-on-one contest. And you know, this is only going to do more favors for Luka Kahn, because now he gets to see what the world champion is capable of. Very up close and personal, as you can see. Oppression alongside Micah and Luka Kahn. And you know that Omega has to be, Omega has to be looking to bring out the Bucks as well, making sure the end don't cause any troubles for the world champion. But I think the Oppression is more than enough of an opposition for Kenny Omega, if you ask me. The end seem to have their own agenda, what that may be. I'm not completely going to question them about the safety and fear for my own life. But in their minds, they feel like they are doing the right thing by getting rid of the cancer, as they say here in ZCW. And here comes the elite Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, making their way to the ring, assisting Kenny Omega, the current ZCW World Champion. Omega will take on Faune at the Hammerstein Ballroom. But right now, he's got to keep his focus 100% on the Oppression here tonight. The Cleaner has been on an absolute tear ever since returning to ZCW. Back at This Day We Fight, took the ZCW World Championship away from Seth Rollins back at our first pay-per-view of the season, Turmoil. And then this has been on everyone's mind here in ZCW. It's not even just in ZCW, but in wrestling in general. This man, quite possibly one of the biggest stars in wrestling to date. And now this looks like Omega playing mind games with the Oppression. I don't think you want to do that. You're not going to get into the mind of the Oppression. So many have tried, and every single one of them have failed. Omega, though, looking to at least try to bait him into a sticky situation. And there you can see Omega now trying to take advantage with the chops here. Chops to the Oppression. And so far, oh wait, no, that lasted. Is now the Oppression now gonna deliver a beating onto Kenny Omega here. Now has him in the corner. Jesus Christ, look at the knees from the Oppression here. Oh my God. And Kenny Omega goes down. The Oppression continues to lay an assault on the Cleaner. Also, more on the situation with Malik Brown, the current ZCW Pride Champion. Following that attack, like I said, oh wait a second, cover here from the Oppression. Only getting a 1 count. Following that attack from his own brother Dante Styles on the recent episode of DCA Takedown. Even though we're still wondering on what exactly the injuries are to Malik Brown, he will be at Hammerstein Ballroom. He has insisted at being at Hammerstein Ballroom to defend his title against Sami Callihan. Another cover here from the Oppression off of that backbreaker too. No. You have to think, you have to wonder, is that smart? Is that the smart thing to do for Malik Brown to defend his title even after sustaining what seems to be an almost career-ending injury from his brother Dante Styles? Back suplex countered, and now Kenny Omega with the roll up here too. No. Caught the oppression off guard, and the oppression trying to get back to his feet, but oh, gets caught with that basement drop kick. Kenny Omega so fast at his feet, and now look at this Kotaro crusher. Into the cover here, 2, no. Omega now bringing the oppression back to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Another kick to the midsection yet again, and a clothesline takes down the oppression. Shoots the half here, but doesn't even get a 1 count this time. The oppression refusing to stay down for the cleaner. Also coming up soon, not on this episode, mind you, but we will have the official rundown of the entire New York special, the Hammerstein special, for you guys very soon. It will be on a separate video here on the Zaiah's Wrestling Corner YouTube channel. And figure out all the matches going on. I can tell you right now, a new match has just been added to the card, as Seth Rollins and Muertes will do battle yet again but this time at the Hammerstein Ballroom. We're going to have a This Day We Fight rematch between Seth Rollins and Muertes. Hopefully those two can settle their differences once and for all inside the middle of that ring. Omega tried to go for the pin off of that snake eyes there. Didn't quite get in. Now he's in the corner, possibly setting up the oppression for a V-trigger. Incoming, wait, no, the oppression catches him with a spine buster. And now the oppression just gonna show off the strength here. Pick them up, deadlift back suplex. Like he was a small child. Omega though, barely getting the shoulder up there. And you know what? You have to think the oppression might just be softening up Omega before his big match with Luka Kahn down at the Hammerstein Ballroom. That might be his main objective, is just to make sure Kenny Omega is not 100% going into that contest. But Kenny Omega is going to fight with everything he's got against the oppression here. Sends him to the outside, lining him up. Here comes the cleaner with the Tope Con Hilo. The Rise of the Terminator strikes again as Kenny Omega takes out the oppression. The oppression now sent back into the ring. Kahn at the moment, all he can do is watch on as Kenny Omega now showing off a bit of his strength with a deadlift back suplex of his own. Now Omega probably took way too many chances when he tried to do a power bomb on the oppression just now. And the oppression just gonna toss him with that exploder suplex. I appreciate the effort, but the oppression, I don't know. It might be too big for Kenny Omega to handle, but look at this. Kahn just slid in a chair. Oppression looked like he was getting ready to use it. Oh, V-trigger! V-trigger! A V-trigger catching the oppression out of nowhere. And now Kenny Omega, look at this! Fisherman driver! 1, 2, no! Omega catching the oppression with the fisherman driver, and now looking possibly for another V-trigger. Oh my goodness, catching him at the side of the head there. 1, 2, no! Omega catching the oppression by the side of the head, and now this does not look good for the oppression, possibly looking for one-winged angel. Wait, no, the oppression fighting out of it. The oppression fighting out of it. No. Super kick. Right in front of the Young Bucks too. And now picks up the oppression immediately. Ali Shoto. 1, 2. No, the oppression once again kicks out. Omega could be looking for another V-trigger. No, missed the oppression. And now what in the world? Dear Lord, a lariat to the back of the head. 2. No, Omega kicks out. So much action, I almost forgot. Micah has a match at the Hammerstein special when he takes on Sami Zayn. I forgot to mention that. That's kind of important too, because if Micah loses that match, he and the oppression are banned from ringside during the world title match between Omega and Luka Kahn. Cover here, off of the chokeslam from the oppression, and Omega once again will not stay down. And now the oppression looking to get fired up. Omega is on the ropes at the moment, but look at that roll through. Trying to go for the basement drop kick once again. The oppression move, and now look at this. Jesus Christ, what a tiger suplex. And gonna follow that up with a belly to belly. The oppression now into the pin once again, too. And just barely a shoulder up from Omega. The oppression is doing a considerable amount of damage to the cleaner. So much so you have to wonder, is Omega going to be able to complete it 100%? But he catches the oppression with that surprise V-trigger once again. And now looking for another one. No! The oppression sees it coming this time. It's a great block once again. Omega has him. No, he does not. Blocks it. And now another lariat to the back of the head. The oppression picking up Omega, looking for another exploder. No, Omega blocks it. V-trigger. Another V-trigger. Just a half. 1, 2. No. How in the world did that not do it? And now look at this. Another V-trigger. With full force that time. With full freaking force. And now Omega looking to end it. Has the oppression up. One wing angel. Goodbye and good night. Wait a minute. Luka Kahn taking the referee out, and now look at this. Wait a minute, Micah just tossed Kenny Omega back in the ring. The referee didn't even see it. And Omega looks absolutely pissed. Omega looks absolutely livid, and Kahn and Micah are just looking on, and the oppression is back to his feet. Omega, turn around. Oh no. Omega now in trouble. Oh my God. That choke slam. And now it can only be a matter of time before the oppression hits the apocalypse now. This does not look good for Kenny Omega, the cleaner. The ZCW World Champion in trouble. Wait, no, gets out of it. Clubbing blow to the back. Has him. Wait a minute. Again, small package here. 1, 2. And he got him. Kenny Omega with the surprise roll up for the victory. And oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Luka Kahn and Micah, they're going after the Young Bucks. Kahn and Micah are wasting very little time. As now it looks like they're focusing their attention on the Elite, and now the oppression going after Kenny Omega. The oppression looks like he has far forgotten the end once again. The end looking to deliver a statement. looking to get the one-up on the Elite, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Rocket kick there from Luka Kahn. And now, oh, don't tell me. Oh, do not tell me. No, no, no. You could possibly break his neck like this. Oh, Jesus. The cradle pile driver. And now, Micah gonna send Nick Jackson back to the grave. The End are completely laying out the Elite here. Oh my God. And now look at this. Look at this, Micah and Kahn. Oh God, they got a chair. Kahn's got a chair. Jesus! Jeez, oh my God, and now just cracking it across the midsection of Kenny Omega. Dear Lord. The End with a very emphatic statement here tonight. Luka Kahn will not rest, will not stop until he has that ZCW World Champion around, ZCW World Championship around his waist and in possession of the End. What the hell is going to happen at the Hammerstein Ballroom? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see you there.